place, Egypt. The year 1249 AD. In the upper valley of the Nile, Arabia, Syria, and Persia all vow their allegiance to the Caliph of Baghdad, protector of the faithful and exalted ruler of all Islam. The battles that rage over this land are constant. Just now at Mansoura, an invading horde has been repelled by 10,000 men of Islam. One of the leaders in the victory is Prince Hadi, son of the Caliph. With his aide, Captain Hussein, he journeys toward Baghdad to bring the good tidings to his father. Here before them lies the ancient city of Halwan on the banks of the river Nile.
Faster.
And to what do we owe the visit of an illustrious scoundrel such as you?
To the fact that the streets of the bazaar have harbored Ramakan soldiers for too many days, and the sight of them is beginning to sicken me.
Then prepare yourself for a long siege of illness, Kogi, for they'll be here for many days to come.
And this day, Ramakan himself enters the city, bringing no doubt more of his filthy assassins.
Bring them he will, and at the request of our own Prince Selim.
That I should live to see the day when the Egyptian turns Bedouin dogs loose against his own people.
The heart of Prince Selim has always been with his people, Mocha.
You defend Prince Selim, yet you urge us to rise against his oppression. Your words are strange, Torah.
Our enemy in the royal palace is not Prince Selim.
Word is that the shaman has exerted an evil influence on Prince Selim and forced him to seek the aid of Ramakan.
Since the moment the shaman arrived to cure the ills of the prince, the ills of the people have grown.
Ramakan.
He comes like a conqueror.
Such is his intention.
Banner of the mighty Caliph of Baghdad, and with it Prince Hadi. Greetings, Your Exalted Highness.
And to you, Ramakan.
It is strange to find one so illustrious abroad without escort.
I'm in haste to reach Baghdad, to give my father tidings of our great victory at Mansoura.
A true bloodbath. Perhaps now the accursed unbelievers will cease invading Islam.
I saw none of your desert fighters in the battle, Ramakan, and yet I find some here in Halwan.
Only at the request of Prince Selim, who sought my help to quell the unrest in the city. Your Exalted Highness will spend the night at the royal palace?
Such was not my intention. But now I must learn from Prince Selim the nature of the unrest in his realm. For it will be a matter of grave concern to my father. Tomorrow, at the first light of dawn, I shall cross the river and continue my journey.
My barge will be at your disposal. And now, with your permission, I shall escort you to the royal palace.
Men of the Khan, forward! Son of Satan! Swine of the desert!
The Khan's men seem as welcome as a band of lepers. They say he counts friends on the fingers of an armless man.
Evildoer! Clear the rooftops! Show the jackals no quarter!
Would have been safer to ride to the palace without escort.
Skogie, he's in danger.
Never mind, Gobi. We must escape.
Your claws, wench. I slay no maiden, even though she be a hellcat.
Strange words from a paid assassin of the Khan.
I'm no man of the Khan, but a stranger in your city. My companion was struck down by a missile hurled from this rooftop. By yourself, like as not.
Let me go, I beg of you, or the Khan's men will seize me and sell me into slavery.
Next time, make certain 'tis an enemy before sinking your claws into his flesh. Get you gone, wench. The dog who stabbed me fled. After him!
Pity he was not killed, noble Khan, for then you could slaughter these Egyptian dogs with a caliph's blessing.
I came to aid him, but too late. The Egyptian blade hurled from a rooftop found him first.
Hassan, my friend.
You must not return to the tambourine, Torah. It will no longer be safe here for you.
Will no longer be safe anywhere, for any of us. As long as the Rama Khan remains.
If only we could reach the ear of Prince Selim.
The ear of the prince is closed. The shaman has seen to that. No, Babu, we must find help elsewhere.
Your Highness, at last. I was afraid something had happened.
Surely you know Torah the dancer can take care of herself.
That I do know, Your Highness. My concern's for Princess Shalimar. Had you been 1 minute longer, I would have come out after you.
But you're not allowed out of the palace.
Oh, but that wouldn't have stopped me, Your Highness. Well, you can't swim. And that wouldn't have stopped me.
Then what did stop you?
I heard sounds of fighting in the bazaar, and I was frightened.
Gogi threw a stone through Amal Khan. Fighting flared up. I'm afraid many of our people were slain.
Oh, for that I'm sad, Your Highness. But you're safe. And for that I shall thank Mother Isis.
Your Highness. Rides with him.
He is tall. His raiment be rich and costly. Yet from here I cannot tell if he be handsome.
He's very handsome.
You've met him, Your Highness?
We spoke briefly, and his words were fair. I would deem them fair. Cleo, go quickly. Learn the name and rank of the stranger. Yes, Your Highness.
Your Highness plans to see the stranger again?
If he be powerful, I shall seek his aid.
Have a care, Your Highness, lest in the Princess Shalimar the stranger recognizes Tora the dancer.
I doubt that he will suspect the Princess Shalimar of wielding the dagger that struck his shoulder.
You struck him, Your Highness?
No, that was Tora the dancer.
Your Highness, I bring great tidings. The stranger is Prince Haiti, youngest son of the mighty Caliph of Baghdad. He has but to lift his hand, Your Highness, and the Caliph's army will sweep across the sands and deliver us.
I wonder which fragrance would be most pleasing to Prince Haiti.
It is written that the rose essence of Samarkand blinds a man to all else but the beauty of its wearer.
Then by all means, so be it.
Is there no privacy left in this palace, Shaman?
Matters of importance take precedence over privacy, Your Highness.
Then speak your message and be gone.
The visitor for whom you so elaborately prepare yourself departs at daybreak. Until then, you are forbidden to leave your quarters.
By whose orders, Shaman? My father's or your own?
Our minds are as one, Your Highness. Rama Khan has come, Your Highness.
Rama Khan? What could he want?
You wrote him a letter?
I wrote him?
You wrote him begging him to bring his soldiers to protect your person and the royal palace, and to put down the unrest in the city.
Son of a caliph await the pleasure of an Egyptian prince?
Prince Selim has been very ill, Your Exalted Highness. He was sleeping when we arrived.
Well, rout him from his bed, and quickly.
Your Exalted Highness, it grieves me that your arrival in Hall 1 is met with sadness.
With more than sadness, Prince Selim. With the slaying of my boyhood friend, Captain Hussein of the Caliph's army.
Rest assured, Captain Hussein shall be avenged. For this cowardly deed, 100 rebels shall die by slow torture.
I seek no mass reprisals, Bedouin. Only one hand casts the dagger, therefore only one life shall be forfeit. Until I have the thrower, I shall not stir foot from Hall 1.
I have sent for one of the prisoners, Your Exalted Highness. Perhaps he can be induced to name the assassin. If so, your journey will not be delayed.
Why are your people in revolt, Prince Selim? People do not rebel without cause, either real or fancied.
I know only that in the past few weeks they have thrice attempted to assassinate me. Yet my first thoughts have ever been for their welfare.
This unsavory wretch is Gogi, one of the leaders in the fighting.
Well, your sins I'll forgive if you name me the thrower of the dagger that slew my friend.
But your friend was struck down by a stone, not a dagger.
First by a stone and then by a dagger.
I saw it not. Noble protector of the innocent. It must have happened while I strove to scatter your brains. While I strove to defend myself from your flashing scimitar. My hand held no dagger.
Lying spawn of the gutter. Stretch him on the rack till he confesses to the assassination. Take him away.
Hold! I fancy this rogue for a slave.
My life is yours. O most magnanimous of masters. I shall serve you well, stealing only the most priceless of objects.
Give him clean raiment and a bath and send him to my quarters.
You place your life in jeopardy. That filthy scavenger will slay you the moment your back's unguarded.
On the contrary, Bedouin. Through him I hope to find the slayer of my friend.
As your Exalted Highness wishes.
Your appearance is both untimely and unexpected, my daughter.
As were the shaman's orders, my father. For they were designed to prevent me from offering my deepest sympathy to Prince Haiti.
Your Exalted Highness, my daughter, the Princess Shalimar.
Your thoughtful kindness I shall long remember, Princess, for it comes as a moonbeam from a darkened sky.
You're wounded.
Dagger slash from a wench in the bazaar.
The wound must be cleansed and bandaged. Would your Exalted Highness risk placing your shoulder again in the hands of a maiden?
The shaman is the most learned physician in all Egypt, Your Exalted Highness. His hands alone should treat your wound.
With the wound yours, which would you choose, Bedouin? The claws of the shaman or the soft, lovely hands of Princess Shalimar? I'm at your service, Princess.
The wench who did this must be found and put to torture.
Oh, I bear no ill will.
Oh? Was she then so beautiful?
Well, if you'll forgive the comparison, Princess, I find her beauty reminds me strangely of your own. Of course, hers was a primitive form of beauty.
Would you know her again if you saw her?
Most assuredly. And search I shall until I find her.
Why, Your Highness?
Prince Selim insists I make sure your wound is properly cleansed before escorting you to your apartment.
The wound has been well tended. So well that I have the strength to reach my apartment unescorted.
Stay here and wait for your master, Egyptian dog.
I am Gogi, servant extraordinary to His Exalted Highness Prince Haiti of Baghdad.
What brings you to my master's apartment?
I am Xyla, the most accomplished lutist in all Egypt.
And who are you?
I am Azalea,
the most skilled masseuse in all Egypt.
And you?
I am Zoe.
Behold, I am bathed and in clean raiment, noble master.
Yes, I hardly recognized you.
Away, all of you. My master has no need of your services.
I am Zyla, noble master.
I am Azalea. I am Zoe. We are your slaves, but this scented flea trap would throw us out.
Well, if the chattering goes, you may stay. Kogi.
Yes, master.
When I saved your worthless skin, it was not without reason.
Indeed, it was not. It was because of the kindness of your heart. Oh, compassionate one. And because you saw at once I was a man of vast qualities, a connoisseur of jewels and trinkets, a thief of unsurpassable excellence?
No.
No?
With you on the roof of the tambourine hurling stones was a fetching wench. Later, her dagger slit my shoulder. I would know her name.
I was greatly occupied, master.
Your first allegiance is to me, not to a wench of the bazaar.
I saw her not.
Would stretching on the rack improve your memory?
She is Torah, the dancer. Harm her not, noble master, I beg you. For hers is the spirit that gives my people courage to resist.
So she leads the rebellion against Prince Selim.
Not against Prince Selim, master, but against the evil shaman and the raiders of Rama Khan.
You will take me to her. Tonight.
Miserable house is honored, O exalted one.
Prince Haiti wastes no time. If he talks with the people, he'll carry tales to the Caliph that might bring destruction upon us, noble Khan.
He'll carry no tales to Baghdad.
Hast ever seen such grace, Your Highness? Hast ever seen such beauty, O exalted one?
When the dance is done, send her to me.
I hear and obey, O exalted one.
wench pleases me. Send her over.
1,000 pardons, noble lord. But His Exalted Highness, Prince Haiti, has already commanded her presence. It is written that we must all bow to the will of Baghdad. But I will tell her. Prince Haiti demands your presence, as does Rama Khan. Be careful, Tora.
Has my dancing found favor in your eyes, Highness?
Particularly, since I find no dagger in your hand.
I shall do anything to make amends, noble master.
Help me then find the Egyptian dog who took the life of Hassin.
It was an Egyptian, you're sure?
I saw the blade.
I saw the slave.
Name me the assassin and you shall receive 1,000 pieces of gold.
The price is not gold.
What is it then? Tell me.
Your father's soldiers to drive Rama Khan from our city.
What befalls your treacherous Egyptian jackals concerns me not. Name me the slayer.
The weapon was Egyptian, but the hand that held it was the hand of Rama Khan.
No, no, master. He has soldiers with him. They'll kill you. We'll all be killed.
I found a witness to the slaying of Captain Hassin.
In hope of a rich reward, a wench of the bazaar would swear to anything, Your Exalted Highness.
Repeat to him the words you spoke to me.
Yes, what says this purveyor of falsehoods?
That the hand that drove the knife was your own.
You lie. To what end would I slay Hassin?
Let me answer that. It was done to turn your anger against the Egyptians so that he can steal Halwan without fear of reprisals from Baghdad, even as he will slay you rather than let reports of his evil deeds reach the ears of your father.
Will you send to Baghdad, noble Khan?
No word, Captain Kroll. Prince Haiti never came to Halwan.
No, Dora!
Dancing wench! She's trying to save him! There she is! He's still alive!
Ohne alle Gabi, das kriegst du wohl.
Hurry! Take a deep breath and trust yourself to me. Push him through.
I've been everywhere in the whole one. This place is strange to me.
It should be. We're in the royal palace.
The palace? From here we go directly to the torches of the rack. Oh, stupid, addle-brained daughter of a hyena.
Forgive me, Your Highness. I didn't expect you back so soon.
Prince Haiti is wounded again, Merva.
Oh, Your Highness, you
Bring
didn't...
salves and blankets and hurry.
Yes, Your Highness, of course.
You? Princess Shalimar? Oh. And I just called you a daughter of a hyena.
The stupid, addle-brained daughter of a hyena. But I forgive you. The wound is long, but not deep.
And my skull thick. Else I would have known such unexcelled loveliness could not have been twice bestowed.
Your words are fair. Yet in the tambourine...
They were harsh. And my heart untouched by the sufferings of your people. Yet you saved my life. From now on, it is yours to command.
Your Highness. Your Highness, Prince Selim demands your presence in the Great Hall.
My father's son with me at this late hour?
Yes, Your Highness. The shaman brought the message.
Prince Haiti is our friend. Take every care of him.
Prince Selim regrets his inability to be present, Your Highness.
So as usual, the summons came from you, not my father.
The order was mine, Your Highness.
Orders given in this palace by a Bedouin.
I regret the necessity, Your Highness. But the matter is urgent.
Well,
Prince Haiti is missing.
does that concern me?
I'm afraid it does. Or he may be on his way to Baghdad. If such be the case, he will return with the Caliph's army to wreak vengeance on your people for the slaying of Hassin.
In which event your father's head would be the first to fall.
You're wrong. Ramar Khan and his men would be the first to feel the blades of the Caliph's army.
You have seen Prince Haiti?
Living in confinement as the shaman ordered, I see no one.
If the prince is still in the city, whether it be in a hovel or the palace itself, I assure you my men will find him.
And if you do find him?
Under certain conditions, I could be prevailed upon to see that he does not carry tales to Baghdad.
And your price for such gallant service?
Your hand in marriage. I have the power to take what I desire, yet I've offered marriage.
A dead princess, I'm afraid, would afford you little joy.
I greatly fear, noble Khan. Her hatred of you surpasses her love of living.
If she takes her life, your own will be forfeit.
Well, then rest assured, noble master, I shall draw upon all my powers to protect the princess and myself.
You found Prince Haiti?
We searched every foot of the waterfront, Noble Khan. We found no trace of him or of the dancer.
Then search every corner of the city from the palace to the outskirts. Order my desert fighters to guard the caravan route to Baghdad to a depth of 2 days' ride.
Your Exalted Highness has made quick recovery.
I told you my skull is thick.
There's something I must tell you.
Shalimar. All right. There is much I have to tell you.
There's no time. I've come to warn you the palace is being searched. You must go.
You asked me to run away. But what would I accomplish by that?
Remaining here, you can accomplish nothing but your own destruction. Gogi, with your help, Prince Haiti must escape now under cover of darkness. Swim to the tambourine. There you will find a boat in a secret passageway. Take it. Gogi will guide you down the river past the city. From there, you can make your way to Baghdad.
And you will escape with us?
No. I must remain here to do what I can to protect my people.
But you can't stay.
I must. I have no choice. Go now.
What manner of jackal do you think I am that I would desert the Princess Shalimar?
But when the princess arranged your escape, I heard little protest.
Oh, trapped in the palace, there was nothing I could do to help her. Now, come, we shall see Babu. I have a plan.
Stop your whining, Egyptian, and speak up. Where are they?
Of a truth, I have seen neither Prince Haiti nor Torah since they vanished into the river.
Then she hides them in her rat's nest. Tell us where she lives, Fat Belly.
In some alley behind the marketplace. But which alley, I know not.
Now we are but two. What can we do against so many?
I plan to get help from Babu. A small band of men, striking where least expected, might in time whittle down the forces of the Khan.
A small band of men.
Are there none such in Helwan? No young stalwarts ready to pledge their lives for the safety of their princess?
In the den of thieves, there are many who would fight. If they knew Princess Shalimar was their beloved Torah.
Den of thieves?
It's well hidden in the center of the marketplace, in the cavern of Isis.
Then take me to these noble rascals, at once.
Come, noble master.
Spoon of the devil! Can't leave an honest thief alone! Ah, Corky, my friend! Tonight we eat.
Master, this is Little Tut, the smallest thief in Helwan.
Oh, a thief with a master, a rarity.
And a rare master, who is also a prince of Baghdad.
Then follow me, and a prince shall become a guest of a little thief.
Oh, Zakov is a friend of the thieves, for we steal choice delicacies for him from the coffee houses. Greetings!
It has long been agreed that no stranger shall enter the den of thieves.
No ordinary stranger, Basra. This is my new master, His Exalted Highness Prince Haiti, son of the all-powerful Caliph of Baghdad.
Once in Alexandria, I saw a prince. This one looks more like a sewer rat.
And what does your bedraggled master want with us, Gogi?
To rescue the Princess Shalimar from Ramakan and his vultures.
Endanger my pretty neck for the Princess Shalimar? Ah, what do you say, friend of Car?
I say feed him to Zakko.
Feed him to Zakko.
But what of Torah the dancer? Was she in danger, would no one of you lift a hand to save her?
What do you know of Torah?
That her peril is as great as Shalimar's.
And why is that?
Because in the bazaar, she is known as Torah the dancer. But in the royal palace, she is Princess Shalimar.
You're saying that Torah is the princess?
It is true, Basra. Why, this very night I talked to the princess in the palace, and she is Torah.
You take the word of Gogi?
We must. After all, he's a thief.
Then rescue her we will. And with so much talent, it should be no trick to steal her from the palace.
Yes, but the princess refuses to escape. She insists on remaining to protect her people.
So? Then it is our task to remove her enemies. The troopers!
Now?
Let's be gone! Go on.
I am no magician, only a poor tavern keeper. How can I tell you what I do not know?
The girl danced nightly in your coffee house. You must know where she lives. What if I came in the afternoon and offered you 100 pieces of gold if she entertained me? You'd find her, I'll wager, and quickly.
Much as I would like the 100 pieces of gold, I could only suggest that your magnificence return in the evening.
Lying spawn of the gutter. Stretch him on the rack till his tongue loosens.
There is an easier way, Master.
Old Captain.
Babu. Sit down. The wine is sweet and soothing. I am your friend, Babu. I can save you from the torture. I can even set you free. Now tell us of Tora, the dancer. She comes each night to the tambourine.
From the river.
From the river?
She swims to the river wall outside the tambourine.
And then?
She enters the tambourine through a hidden passageway built into the wall.
Whom does she fear that she enters so secretly?
The shaman.
Why the shaman?
He has forbidden her to leave the royal palace. She comes to the tambourine to keep her people informed of his evil plans.
You will be richly rewarded, Babu. Now, go to the tambourine with Captain Kroll and show him the secret passageway.
The untouchable Princess Shalimar and Tora, the adored of the Egyptian scum, one and the same? Impossible.
Oh, why surmise, Master, when it is so easy to prove?
Why are you so sad, Your Highness?
I have much cause for sadness.
But Prince Haiti has escaped. And he will return from Baghdad with the Caliph's army. And they will destroy Ramakan and all of his men.
You know in your heart, Merva, it will be many weeks before Prince Haiti can journey to Baghdad and back. By then it may be too late.
Your Highness, the Ramakan is here and begs an audience.
He begs for one.
Those were his words, Your Highness.
When a Bedouin becomes gracious, beware.
I must witness this strange phenomenon.
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness, but I would speak to you on a matter which I believe to be close to your heart, for it concerns your people. It had been my hope to occupy the city without bloodshed, to treat the people fairly and thus gain their allegiance. Yet since nightfall, my men have been attacked without provocation. Several of my soldiers have been killed, and the marauding continues to this moment.
So, for the deeds of a few, many are to feel your vengeance?
In my great desire to gain your goodwill, Your Highness, I shall exact no reprisals unless forced to do so by further attacks on my soldiers. I have posted proclamations to that effect throughout the city.
Such humanity from Ramakan is both unexpected and welcome.
If the peace is broken, Your Highness, it shall not be by my hand.
His words were fair. His demands not unreasonable.
Not at all, for him. He's convinced himself that Prince Haiti has perished in the river, so he no longer fears the Caliph's army.
What he wants now is a passive conquest of Helwan.
And of its princess.
It's possible, then, that this could be used to protect us until Prince Haiti returns. I must make certain that word is spread throughout the city that all attacks on the Khan's men must stop.
But you mustn't, Your Highness.
Let one of us go.
Yes, please, any of us. Or all of us.
The people will listen only to Torah.
But for you to go to the tambourine is too dangerous. The Khan's men are still searching for Torah.
I shall leave at once.
Taking you to the street.
Follow me, Master.
Prince Haiti, as I commanded.
I am with him.
Your Exalted Highness, I thought you were safely on your way to Baghdad.
I'll never leave Harwan until you go with me.
Your Highnesses, can we save the tenderness for a less hazardous moment?
Please, murder, Jacob!
Be quiet! Torah's in danger!
Help! Murder!
But Master Torah is our friend.
Help! 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 Help!
Hurry, we must escape by the river.
Ride my shoulder, little friend.
Find boats! We'll slay them in the water.
There's no need for boats. I know the destination. Follow me.
Your Highness. Oh, Your Highness, you were so long, I feared for you.
Not without reason. Her Highness was captured by the Khan's men in the tambourine.
In the tambourine?
I thank you from the depth of my heart, noble friends, for your valiant rescue. And to you, Prince Haiti, for being foolish enough to stay in Halwan.
My foolishness has left me now. Come, we must make plans to escape.
Your Highness, hurry. The Rama Khan is on his way to your apartment.
Wait, I'll go with you.
No. I want you with me always, but Rama Khan must not see you.
But you alone with
Do not fear for me, my prince, for I have a way to control him.
How can such a lovely woman be so stubborn?
There's only lovely women who can afford to be stubborn, Master.
Your Highness, take great care. The Khan's troops still search the palace.
We'd welcome a few of them down here. Hey, my friends?
If we could be of any help.
We would be glad to do anything. For the princess.
The last scene, she and her jackals were swimming toward the palace.
And you're certain that Tora the dancer and Princess Shalimar are one?
If the Princess Shalimar's hair is wet, Master, then she and Tora are one.
What outrage is this?
A strange hour to be bathing, Your Highness.
Since the shaman has seen fit to confine me to this apartment, bathing is my only recreation.
Are you not forgetting dancing?
You speak in riddles, Bedouin Lord. Please have the grace to retire to the hallway while I dress. I never dreamed Bedouins could be so handsome.
Well, not all are.
That I have noticed.
Let us drink to the joys of the night.
First, you must see the moon from the balcony.
Couldn't that wait?
I promised. The sight will leave you speechless. It left them speechless.
Who are you?
I am Zoe.
I came to your apartment to learn if your hair were wet from the waters of the Nile, but I found you in your pool, Your Highness. Or do you prefer that I call you Tora?
Your words become even more strange, Bedouin Lord.
Forgive me, your beloved Highness. No torture could have torn your secret from my lips. But the accursed drug given me by the shaman.
I'm not angry with you, Babu, for I know the shaman too well. And if I were also Tora the dancer, what then?
The dancing of Tora but adds flames to my desire, while the slaying of a number of my soldiers this night cries out for vengeance. Tomorrow at high noon in the marketplace, 10 of your people will be executed for each one of my soldiers slain.
Rather than bending your efforts to destroy my Egyptians, it would be wiser to consider how best to save your Bedouins in your own head.
Now, Princess, 'tis you who speak in riddles.
Early tonight, a small boat floated down the river past the city. In it was Prince Haiti on his way to Baghdad. Where will you flee to escape the wrath of the Caliph's army, Bedouin Lord? To the desert of the Sahara, or south to the dreary wastes beyond the Sudan?
When Prince Haiti returns with the Caliph's army, he'll find Halwan a city of the dead.
Slaying my people would offer but a momentary satisfaction, Bedouin Lord. When a more lasting one could be yours, were you in a mood to bargain?
Say on.
Spare my people. Leave this city now with your soldiers and your evil shaman, and I will share your wanderings.
And once we're away from Halwan, I'll have a dead princess to comfort me.
No, I will not take my life, and will in all ways perform the duties of a wife. This I solemnly promise in the sacred name of Mother Isis.
A rare bargain. I shall order my soldiers to evacuate the city at once. Prepare yourself, my princess. or I shall return at dawn to escort you across the river to become the bride of Rama Khan. Release him.
At least we made the night a warm one for Rama Khan's troopers.
If only we can extend the same service to the Khan. Shalimar. Look, you and your maidens are full of sadness.
I informed the Rama Khan that you had escaped to Baghdad and would soon return with the Caliph's army.
Which must have sent shivers down his spine.
At dawn, his barge carries him across the river, where he will gather his people and flee to escape your vengeance.
To be rid of the Bedouin and his cutthroats is cause for rejoicing, not for tears.
He does not leave alone.
You and Rama Khan? I won't allow it.
Were this Baghdad, and my Egyptians your own Persians, would you not sacrifice yourself to save them?
Your Highness, we're Egyptians and we're willing to die if we must.
We ask you as our beloved Torah, stay here.
And I can only answer as your princess. That I cannot, I have promised. Beyond that, I can only say thank you and goodbye.
Is there nothing we could do?
At the moment, nothing. But return to the Cavern of Isis. I'll meet you there later after I've said farewell. I've known you for so short a time. And goodbye has come so soon.
Don't say it ever. In my thoughts, you'll always be with me. And in my heart.
Time for parting has come.
Wherever I go, the memory of these hours goes with me. You must go now. Rama Khan will soon be here.
When your procession passes the tambourine, I'll be there watching. You won't see me, but I'll be there.
Grant me the strength and courage to walk in the darkness that lies ahead.
Have you no smile? No word for your husband-to-be, princess? But I kept my promise. Your father's restored to his throne. Your Egyptians have gone unharmed, in spite of the fact that they reaped a great harvest of my troopers during the night.
Now that we leave Hulwan, to what barren waste do we journey?
To no barren waste, princess. To Mombasa on the shores of the Sea of Ind, a city of rare beauty, famed center of the fabulous ivory, gold, and slave trade.
Another city to conquer. Another people to grind beneath your heel.
Where'er I go, there can be one master, Rama Khan.
May Allah be with us.
If Allah has friends, we could use all he could spare at this moment.
Dismount! After them!
In here and stay. I'll let you help me see me.
Prince Haiti made swift return from Baghdad. His army is sadly depleted.
Securely.
That we will, master.
I want none to escape.
I trust no Bedouin lest he be bound or dead.
Egyptians, throw down your weapons. Throw down your weapons, Prince Haiti, or the princess will die.
No, Haiti, no.
The king's ransom shall be yours, little friend.
Mother Isis must have heard my prayers, for truly you've wrought a miracle.
Would it be your opinion that Mother Isis would aid me in a second miracle this day? That tomorrow when I leave for Baghdad, I might take with me a princess.
Mother Isis in her great compassion might grant us both that wish. If the sacred fire should glow brightly, then our love will last through all eternity.